Hi everyone, this is Rion Paper. In today's video, I'd like to share with you my fairly reasonable Hobonichi haul for the next year, which feels very strange to say in September, even though by this time I'm quite used to the fact that September is when a lot of planner brands, have their releases for the following year. So I have placed my order. It's already here. I did not order with Hobonichi directly. I placed my order at a local, at a Dutch store, which is per item is a little bit more expensive. But as I was only ordering 3 items, it was definitely more cost efficient to place an order here, have free shipping, etc. So what I got is, let's start with the most unsurprising item in my case, and that is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. I've been getting a Hobonichi Weeks Mega for this is probably my 5th year. Well, the first year I got the regular one, and then I've been getting the Mega every year after. I always get one from the color series because I just really love this texture, and it's one of the few ones that they do release in a Mega. I was very tempted this year by the one with the, I forgot the name of the artist. The one with the painting, the gorgeous sunset or sunrise painting. Wow, well prepared. Anyway, if you've been following the Hobonichi releases, you may or may not know which one that I mean. But as that one is also released in a landscape notebook format, I've been kind of thinking of maybe getting that one, or like putting it on my wish list for Christmas. With my planners, I'd like to be sort of all set way before the new year starts, but with like a notebook, it will probably be available for a long while. So I'm not in a hurry to get that. I ultimately decided that I was just going to get this week's because I love the color and I can do some fun decoration with the cover. So that's what we are also going to be doing in this video. Then I have fallen into the same trap as the past couple years, where I keep saying that in A5 anything is too big for me, and I still got the Hobonichi Cousin. Why did I get this? Well, I've been finding that since I quite recently switched my journaling from the Hobonichi A6 to the Hobonichi Weeks, and my planning and sort of brain dump, mind unwind, just quick jotting down of thoughts, notes, something that is little less structured than journaling. I've been putting that in my Hobonichi A6, and I find that for that, the A6 is too small. Not always. There are definitely days where I don't need all of the space, but there are also quite a few days where I do, and I've kind of accepted the fact that there will be a little bit more empty space. If I use the Hobonichi Cousin, the A5, sorry, had to sneeze. I've accepted that there will be a little bit more empty space if I use the Hobonichi Cousin. However, I would rather have some empty space, which is something that used to bother me a lot in the past, but that I've gotten better with over the past, I guess, just this year. And I would rather have that than run out of space to write down what I need to write down in order to have the best possible day and to feel calm and organized. So yeah, it's the Hobonichi Cousin. I've only had one cousin before before, and that was for work in 2021, I think. Loved using it. However, for work, it was way too much. I noticed that I just kept a lot of notes digitally, and for planning, I would much rather have an undated notebook for work. And I've had various A5 sized books, planners, journals for in the years after that for like personal stuff, but never the cousin. So I'm excited to try this one again. Yeah. And then I also got a clear cover for my Hobonichi Weeks. And I don't like the clear cover, but I still got it. And I'll tell you why. 2 years ago, I got this light gray Hobonichi Weeks. I decorated it with fuzzy cat stickers, and to protect the cat stickers that are not the best quality, I put a clear cover on top. I just had to, otherwise the fuzziness just comes off quite easily. This year, I got the dark gray, and I used different cat stickers to decorate. These are just flat. They have like very good printing. However, I'm still finding that every now and then I accidentally, like my fingernail, for example, or like just a loose sheet of paper catches on one of these cats, and they come off, and I have to like stick them back again. Even though this was okay, I just feel like if I'm gonna decorate the cover, I need a clear cover on top. I don't love the texture, but I would much rather not love the texture of the outside of the book than have to worry about losing the decoration. I don't mind it getting a little bit scuffed and a little bit dirty because I don't really take this with me. It's just on my desk, so every now and again there will be, I don't know, a tiny splatter of ink or coffee, I don't know what. But in general, it doesn't get too dirty or too beat up. So I was thinking I'll get this out of the plastic packaging, and I start playing around with the very last of my fuzzy cat stickers. For next year, I'll really have to think about something else, I think. But the idea is to arrange these, or part of these, in a similar pattern, or probably just the same pattern as my 2024 planner. I loved this, so why not do this again? I used most of my gray and like dark gray, light gray cats on this book. So I think we're mostly gonna go with these brown sand colored ones for this year, but let's just see. All right, so I've kind of sorted them by color. We have the calicos. Is this calico? Like the white, red, and black. These kind of look like Momo, our middle cat. I just have 3 of these, so may end up not using them. I'm not sure. Same goes for these black and white ones. Then we have quite a few orange cats, so I may end up using those. I just have 1 gray one, so I'm probably not going to use that one. Then we have quite a few that are sort of brown and sandy colored, tan colored, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Like they have sort of different shades. Like I feel like these are the same. This one also fits in. Like these 5 go really well together, and then there's these 2 and these 2 that are just a little bit different, but it may still work. How much do I need? I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. You know what? I'm just going to place some down. Probably going to cut to when I have made a decision, because otherwise it's going to be super boring. All right, I've made a decision. This is the arrangement that we're going with. So I'm just going to stick these down now. Oh my god, I have 11 cats left. I could do this one more year. But then it's going to be a mishmash of all kinds of cats. And there we go. 3 years of cat stickers on my Hobonichi Weeks. I guess I'm kind of creating my own theme here. Not super informative, but I still hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, this is what we're going to be working with for next year. I really, really like this green color. I think it goes great with the cats, especially this lovely brown one that kind of looks like our newest kitten. And yeah, I'm excited to use this book, to use the Hobonichi cousin. I'm also really happy that I managed to kind of whittle down my quite long wish list to just these 3 items. Yeah, I'm excited to see all of the other planner people on the internet share their Hobonichi hauls for next year. And if you're not here on YouTube, then if you want to share if you got anything and what you got, if you want to share that in the comments, I would love to read that. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.